Hey everybody, Bill Owen from MMPCTech.com here, and I've got Nate Suppley from CustomPCMax.com, our affiliate that does our custom system builds for us. And today we've got an exclusive. We're taking a look at the new Landcool Dragonlord PCK60 case. We're the first to get a review sample and take a look at it today and give you our opinion of it. From what we've seen so far on the internet, it looks to have some really cool features. What do you think, Nate?
Definitely looks like a great case for someone to get a good gaming rig going in and not have to spend a ton of money to get a lot of the nice features that the more expensive cases have.
Landcool is owned by Lian Li. The difference between Landcool and Lian Li is that they use a steel chassis and they also use plastic bezels, and they do this to save costs. If you're familiar with Lian Li's cases, they're typically all aluminum and they don't have plastic bezels. But what they're trying to do with Landcool is reach a broader market, and what you're getting essentially is a case that's been designed and engineered by Lian Li for a much more affordable price. And to me, that's really a bonus because I'm a big fan of Lian Li's stuff, and they've always seemed to keep pushing new ideas and development in the market. Now, they market this thing as a toolless design, and I think it's one of the best toolless designs we've seen. Right off the bat, you can take the front bezel off easily by just grasping the bottom. It's as easy as that. And looking at the back side, it has a removable filter that's washable in the front, simply clips in, and there's a screen mesh behind each one of the drive bay covers. Now looking at the front, it has a 140mm intake fan and another one of these removable filters which easily clips in and out, so it's nice and easy to access if you want to take the vacuum cleaner and clean out the front. Also, what I thought was really cool when I saw a YouTube clip from Computex when they first unveiled this is how the top cover comes off so easily. Vented, plenty of space for good airflow. And we've got two 140mm exhaust fans on the top. And what Landcool is doing is they're using these real thick rubber grommets attached to the fans that go into these larger holes and slide right in, so you can easily remove the fans. I'm taking a look at the grommet there. I really like it. I think that's something that manufacturers should have been doing a long time ago, instead of dicking around with a screwdriver. Then we're going to take a look in the inside, and I know Nate's already been peeking at the inside, some of the features in here, so I'll let Nate take over from here.
Alright, let's take a look at the inside here. First thing we gotta look at, of course, is where the motherboard is going to go. They've gone and done some really nice things with this. They have a lot of ports for cable management, so we don't have to worry about where to hide the cables. They make that really easy for us. They also have this big opening right here underneath the CPU, so you can swap out the heavier heat sinks that require the back plates to be attached to the motherboard. This is something that is extremely useful if you use the bigger heat sinks, the aftermarket heat sinks, because if you've ever had to swap out your heat sink and take your whole motherboard out, you don't know how nice that is to have that. They give us some nice clips for easy cable management of the power supply, the main power cables, the big ones that you always have trouble hiding. Instead of having to use your own clips or whatever, they give you a clip that'll go right in here and it'll hang on to those power cords as they go into your motherboard. And it can go anywhere along here, wherever your power connector might be. And you go down here and they give you this nice row of clips for all your other power supply cables. Here we got a power supply we're going to put in just to demo it going in and out of the case. This is a 7-inch power supply, so it's a pretty long one. It's not the longest out there, but there's plenty of room for this, and when you're looking at it, you can see that you have room for even longer ones, such as like the 9-inch, you know, the ones that go a little further out, like the PC Power and Cooling. They're a little bit bigger. You get the power supply in here. They give you this nice bracket to help hold it in there. This is something that a lot of cases don't have. It does have a nice rubber grip on here, so you're not going to scratch up the nice finish on here. Clips right in the back of the motherboard tray right there. Bring it down. You got a nice little clip down at the base of the power supply, and seal it in there. With that in there, you know, they got it set up so you can do your power supply either way. Some people like to do them up, so the fan's going up, some like down. But they give you a nice filter like on the front, so you can draw in cool air from the base of the case for the power supply. And we should note that there is about a 1/2 inch gap here, so there's enough room for good airflow. So it's a pretty good way to go this way, I think.
Space for 4 hard drives here. Each one of the hard drive trays are held in by this latch system right here. And like the cooling fans, the trays have these thick rubber grommets for dampening vibration from your hard drives. And this is a toolless design, so your hard drive just snaps right in. There's no need for screws. Just like that. Latch comes down, seal in. Now, another thing, Nate and I, just for the heck of it, would the hard drive go in the other way, in case you didn't want to have your cables here and wanted a cleaner looking installation. And it does. So you could have your cables come out the back here. So that was, they actually did their homework on this, which is pretty cool. Another thing is that you can rotate the hard drive cage 90 degrees, so you can turn them this way too.
One thing that we want to show you is this nice clip section that they have implemented in this case. It's really the first kind I've ever seen like this. The clips are made of all aluminum, so they're strong, and they have a linear action that when you pull them, it pulls the pin back and allows you to loosen whatever you're going to put in here. So it works on friction, so it holds it in place. This is a 4890 from ATI, so it's about 9.5 inches, big video card. You can see that it has plenty of room, first of all, to get in the case, and we actually have room for about 11 inches front to back, so I don't think there's a card that wouldn't fit in here. So yeah, we get the card in here, we throw these latches in place. Now note, there's no screws or nothing in there. It's holding it up, and it's tight. It's not going to come out. So this is one of the first clips that I have seen in a case that aren't a complete and utter joke, in my opinion.
These are constructed of real rigid ABS plastic. Unlike some of them I've seen out there, kind of cheap plastic. So try out a 5¼ drive in here. It's only on one side. Got a 120mm exhaust fan, and if you notice, there's these offset holes here. So in order to install and remove the fan, you just need to take out 2 of the screws and then just slide it up or down. And then there's inlet outlet for water cooling, which has become pretty standard today on cases as more people are water cooling their systems. And then for input output, you've got 2 USBs, microphone and headphone, and then power and hard drive activity LED. Just to show you how easy it is to put this cover back on. Here's just 4 pegs. Hold it on, and that's it. There's your power reset here, and then tiny indiscreet power and hard drive activity LED lenses there. We did notice that there's a 3.5-inch bay, but looking at the bezel, there's no opening for a 3.5-inch drive, and there wasn't anything that came with the case. This is actually one piece here. And so again, this is a pre-retail sample that we got, so this could change on the final version. We don't know, but we just wanted to show you that. But looking at the case, I was talking with Nate, like, we've got to come up with one nag about this thing, and we're really having a hard time. The only thing personally is it'd be cool if the chassis was black, because I'm seeing so many new cases now have black chassis, but that's such a minor nag. Nate, what do you think?
You know, at this price point, the sub 100 price point that they're saying, there isn't a lot wrong with this case. A lot of easy access for wire management, which is very important. Cooling seems to be in check. Plenty of fans, plenty of vents. The toolless clips on everything is all top notch. There's nothing cheap, nothing plastic that feels like it's gonna break. I don't know. If you're looking for a good case for your gaming rig, this is the one you want, I think.
Yeah, I think this is gonna definitely make the other manufacturers stand up and take notice that they're gonna have to change some things. And the biggest nag is other manufacturers using cheap plastic latches for the PCI slots that they tout as toolless designs, you know, that break. So I think that Lian Li, considering the economic atmosphere too, they've got a really good contender here, you know, at that price point. So I would definitely recommend my customers to buy one. Wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
You probably would put some systems in too, wouldn't you?
I would definitely enjoy putting a system in here.
Yeah. Well, Nate, thanks for coming by the shop and taking a look at this with me. And
thanks for having me.
You bet. Till the next video. See you guys.